Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy Tuesday. We are here Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for Just Like You on IG Live. Everyday people, amazing stories. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, it's 7:30 Central Standard Time. Thank you again for joining us. If you have a story or know someone who does, please make sure you get a hold of me. I'd love to have you on the show. We've had some amazing guests. This is actually episode 11, so I'm super excited about that. We've gotten into double digits. So super excited about that. I'm going to bring my guest on here in a second. Just some quick housekeeping issues. If for whatever reason we do get cut off or anything happens, please know that we're still here. We're coming back. We are here 7:30 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time every Tuesday for Just Like You. Everyday people, amazing stories. My cat is walking by the screen. You may see him walking by. Okay, so let me see if I can get our guest in here. Let's see. See, are you there? There you are.
What's up?
How are you?
All right, T. How you doing?
Good. I'm so excited.
All right, all right, all right.
Yay.
Hey,
Um,
say hi to my lady.
Hi.
It's my
How are
lady
you?
Teresa.
How are you?
Good.
She said good.
Good. Many blessings. So, see, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. I mean, you've just been so positive. Like, I've been talking to you back and forth, and you're just always so positive and fun and exciting. I'm like, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, I just really just want to say thank you for coming on the show and, sharing your story. I want to get right to it. Just like I said, I'll start off a little housekeeping, just saying if something happens with Wi-Fi or internet or any of that, we're coming right back. So we're just going to keep talking. If something freezes, we just keep talking. It's just very organic. We're going to go with it.
Let's
So,
kick.
um, I just want to start off again by saying thank you and get into a real, just like I said, organic and just get into it. And, we got about 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes here. I just want you to share your story with everyone. I'll keep control here and if any questions come up, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So
Say no
just
more.
story, man. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, thank you. And my God, you're a great man for blessing me with this opportunity. I send love to you. Hank,
Look,
Hank Clark, I know you out there. Kyrie, I know you out there. I love y'all. You know I do.
yeah.
Okay. Tell my story. Is that what you said? Tell my story?
Yes. Give us your story.
Okay. Born and raised in Front Royal, Virginia. Proud. From
Mm-hmm.
Osage, from the south side of Osage Street. Me and my parents. First of all, rest in peace to my dad. He's looking in heaven at us right now. We moved, and my mom, the greatest mom in the world. We moved from the south side out to the hill, which is my neighborhood on the other side of town. And just, it takes a village, and the village helped raise me.
Mm-hmm.
So both sides of town, I thank everybody who's on here for the village. Blessings on blessings, and just made me the man that I am. And then growing up, just wanted to be like my dad playing baseball, to be honest. I was a baseball player growing up. He played baseball. I tried to be like him. I'm Carroll Jr. So I got on his nerves all the time being junior, but I was him. And then, I just raised on up and, just had dreams. I had uncles who played basketball. My godfather played, went to college. My Uncle Nog played, and they motivated me to play both sports. So inside of that, baseball was there, basketball. My dad built a court in the yard for us to play with. My hood came in. Darrell, Brian, Bradley,
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, all y'all guys, y'all know what it is. We, Kevin, folks, everybody. We just battled together and grew together and just did what we did and just bonded. And then, going through the younger years, playing Little League baseball, playing younger basketball, playing Little League football, we just grew and learned to live sports dreams,
Mm-hmm.
following people who were older than us, trying to be like them. And then the motivation of opening up the newspaper and seeing guys in the newspaper and Northern Virginia Daily, Winchester Star, and just trying to be
Mm-hmm.
like them. So the motivation of all of that carried on. And then 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, I just grew up and was blessed. And like, I go to a story at the park in my town where I was the littlest guy in the park, and I
Mhm.
wanted to play with the big boys. And this guy was like, "Don't pick nobody under 5 feet." And that was me. So that guy under 5 feet took that day, and it made my heart. My heart got bigger to let's go. So as little as I was
Uh-huh.
going to be the rest of my life, we just got to rock. And the fire was built, and I just kept fighting and rising up, and that little guy that didn't get picked became the guy who was the #1 pick at that park. And yeah, the blessing. I'm just saying, just crazy. And then like Winchester, Berryville, our triangle. I call that our triangle. It's just like everything going on around our area is something I wanted to rise up to. So the better players in all our area, anybody in our area, I wanted to see and catch up to. And it's out of God's blessing, I caught up. And I could go to Winchester, Berryville. Family Day in Winchester was huge to me because they had a
Okay.
basketball tournament, and I would watch the bigger guys play. Rest in peace, my big brother, Evan Humber from Winchester. But he took me over there, showed me how we could get along as our towns. Our towns are, it's like blocks of the city,
Right.
Winchester, Berryville, Front Royal. And it was
Mhm.
always competitive. And inside the competitiveness, it was friendships that could have been made. But because we met on that grind, we met on competing. We never met on what's up, how you do it. It was always head nods, which I understand. But Evan taking me over Winchester and let me live in that land and learn in Winchester, the rivalry of battling on the court and everything pieced out, and it was like family. And I felt like I
Mhm.
was in Winchester's family. Miss Humbert, Ani, I love y'all. I love y'all. And it just blessed me. And it just, Family Day. So back to Family Day, when I was there and growing up, as I got better and got older, I went back to Family Day to play. And the whole park was packed for our court, the game. And people were waiting to see me, not me, waiting to see our team play. And I went
Okay.
from that guy to that guy. And I just want to say inside of that, all the youngins who see this, just know we can grow. We can dream and we can grow. And I was a guy who wanted to be the guy at the park and became somebody that was special at the park. And that's how it was for me. So growing up into that level, I got blessed to get a scholarship to college.
Nice.
No, I played in high school. High school, I shouldn't say, I'm not skipping high school. I'm sorry. The
That's okay.
blessings of high school. And you never know who's in the gym. You never know who's watching you play. You never know anything. You can dream all you want, but they're dreams. But then if you do what you're supposed to do, work hard, stay humble, keep
Mhm.
working, somebody's always looking. So
Mhm.
for me, getting through high school and us succeeding enough to get to the States, and it was just at UVA, it was just like so many college coaches that were there, trying to see if there was somebody that was worthy to be at their school. And inside of our game, after we finished, Slippery Rock University was waiting for me. There was other schools waiting for me, but Slippery Rock was the coach that cared a
Mhm.
lot that day. And he met my mom, met my uncle, met my dad, met my brother. First of all, I got a little brother named Farron. What's up, little bro? Hey, but he waited and met my family and won my family. Inside of winning, my family stayed in touch with me, calling me, recruiting me, flew me up to Pittsburgh for a recruit trip. And then I met my future roommate in the end, well, my
Okay.
roommate for life. But I
Mhm.
met him on my recruit trip, and I liked the visit. I liked his game, and then I liked everybody's game who was at that school. So that being flown to Pittsburgh was different for me. But it was special. And then I came back home and talked to my mom, talked to my dad, and decided I wanted to go there. And blessed of all, I signed a scholarship, and I went up to Slippery Rock University, and
That's awesome.
it was the best. It was one of the best. Well, for me, I wanted to go to Georgetown. I wanted to go to UVA. I wanted to go to all the big schools. That wasn't
Mhm.
God's plan for me. So I tell
Mhm.
our youngins, we dream big, but trust and believe. There's schools that may not be big on the vision, but are just as big and can give you the life that you dream to live. And I always say that. And I just want youngins to know that, we dream big, and if you don't get to that, it's still balling somewhere.
Right.
on any level.
So take us to the college journey.
Okay, the college journey. It was great.
Awesome.
It was oh, I can't show you. It was me sitting on the bench saying good job, waiting my turn. I got up there as a freshman again. You're a freshman and everybody has the same scrapbook. You go up with your scrapbook, you try to show anybody, they got the same one. So leave that out the way. Let your game speak for itself. That scrapbook is in the history now. You got to make a new one.
Yeah.
So I went up there and I worked hard. And Posey Rose, my assistant coach, is my main man. He trusted me, and we battled. We got better and better and competed and competed. And Slippery Rock, we went from like 14-14 our freshman year to 23-3 to 23-9. So it was great. And it was like I showed the best school ever. The unity on our campus with everybody, 7,000, 6,000 students. The towns came together. We went from being freshmen and you could go to our games and stretch out and watch the game. By the time we got to our junior year, you better get there early because there's so many people there. So I saw both sides of the fence,
Yeah. You packed the house.
Yeah, we packed the standing room only, and you had to get there. And it was my roommate went to the NBA. He got drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, so he wasn't humble. So we butted heads all the time because he acted like he was the greatest player ever. And I'm like, no, you're not. There's a lot of other people out here. He's like, yeah, him, da-da-da-da-da-da. But he was. And he ended up getting drafted. Being player of the year in our conference, All-American. And then my career, now that I'm blessed to be in the Hall of Fame, I didn't realize what I did. I just played. And inside of playing, I had I was the 1,100 points. I had all-time assist leader, all-time steals leader. A couple things, that I did to bless me to be in the Hall of Fame, and it was good.
Like what you said about I didn't realize what I did. I was just playing. I like that. I just feel like that means to me that you were putting your heart and soul into it. It's. I mean, it didn't. I mean, you were doing a lot, but to you, you were just playing. To you, you were
just playing to win.
You were giving it you're giving it your heart and soul.
Absolutely.
So, to the next question, what I guess you've started to say it a little bit, but again, give us some more of what you learned during your journey. Like what maybe 3 little pieces of advice or 3 little nuggets that you learned with to take to C's heart with your journey.
Numero uno is stay humble, because you can be your biggest fan, but being your biggest fan is going to set you for humiliation if you don't stay humble in doing it. Yeah, stay humble. Work hard, because somebody's always working to be better. Don't leave yourself behind trying to act like you can just show up and play. Somebody worked better than you.
Okay.
If you're not ready, you'll be humiliated. And then get your degree. So stay focused on scholastic.
Yep, got it.
School. I'm sorry. Stay humble.
Okay.
Yeah, stay humble, and otherwise, if you don't stay eligible, you can't play. So if you're not focused on your books, you're not focused on your real goal. And everybody doesn't make the NBA. Everybody doesn't make pro. Everybody doesn't go overseas. So what are you going to do after you finish your scholarship? What are you going to do? Hold on, back to the scholarship. Understand that if you get a scholarship, it's year to year. You can say it looks like you signed a scholarship, you're good for 4 years, but trust and believe your scholarship is year to year.
Okay, take note.
You don't produce, you're in trouble. Coaches have to pay his bill. Coach got to get his money too, So if he doesn't bring the right players, he's not getting it.
Kyrie just get it.
Kyrie.
Yeah, she said, stay humble, work hard, get your degree. Everyone does not make the NBA. She's like 100. Keep it 100.
My girl, I love you, Kyrie. I do, Kyrie. That's
Kylie.
real talk. That's my
So
word.
I know, right? I love her too. I love her to pieces. So what advice would you give someone? I mean, you learned that through your journey. Stay humble, work hard, get your degree. But what about someone who's before that right now, who's, in their younger phases still and saying, can I do this? Can I make this happen? I mean, I have, they work hard. They're younger. They're maybe, in high school or even in before that. What advice would you give some young gentleman who's like, can I do this? Can I get a scholarship? Can I do this? Can I get a school looking at me? What advice would you give to someone that's kind of stuck in their position right now?
Don't quit.
Don't quit.
First and foremost, don't let your obstacles let you quit. Just keep fighting through them, because God has a plan, and there's something out there for you. You got to keep working hard and get through everything, because if you, for instance, I just say this in the streets, anybody who acts like they can throw these things, if they didn't lose, they don't know what they was doing. So don't act like you're undefeated ever, because you're not.
Okay.
If you don't take that loss to get stronger, you're not going to be able to handle when the fire comes. So just stay humble, stay strong, and keep living your dreams. Don't let nobody break your spirit ever. Just keep living. And if, for instance, if the school doesn't try to recruit you, keep communicating, keep trying to see if somebody has an opportunity for you, because everybody wants to go to college, and there's a lot of people doing the same thing you're doing. Just keep communicating, keep showing them that you can make it, and let your game speak for itself when they can see you. Okay. That's my best chance. Every time you're playing, play hard. No quit, no crying, no whining. Stay strong and keep going.
Chris Berry, 166.
Chris Berry, my big bro. That's my big bro from DC. What's up, TV? He's my big brother. When I after I finished playing and everything and moved down here, I went and played in DC, and Chris took me to DC. So all the DC stuff I tried to let you know about, he took me in, and has got my back every single day. If I got a problem, he's coming. I love you, man. You know I love you, big bro.
That's awesome. Hi, Chris.
Thanks, my dude.
So don't act like you're undefeated ever.
Ever.
Tell me more about that. I like that. I wish I could figure out how to comment and pin stuff, but I haven't figured that quite out yet. So tell me more about don't act like you're undefeated ever, because I like that one.
All right.
Uh-oh. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Act like don't act like you're undefeated. That means you'll never lose the hunger to fight. You'll always be fighting on the up all the time. You'll never act like you're there. If you want to get to the mountaintop, understand this work. It's layers to that mountain.
Right.
It's not just getting up like, yeah, I'm going to be that guy.
Yeah.
It's stepping stones to get to that. And don't let yourself tell you you made it. Let your game or whatever you're doing in life show you made it. Don't let you acting like I made it. You can you can appreciate where you went, but you can't stop. You got to keep reaching for the sky. Keep reaching.
I do think people think that a lot of success is like overnight success,
Yeah.
They think overnight. They see you there and they're like, okay, well, he's, from Front Royal one day, and then here he's got a scholarship the next day, and you just woke up like that. No. And I think that is so important, because people, and particularly our young people nowadays, or all of us, we're in this instant moment where everything has to happen right now. And if we don't, we do quit. We do give up. So, and we don't have that. I think you mentioned that drive and that hunger, and it could be for anything, right? It could be for basketball. It could be even for health.
Right. Yes.
It could be for wealth. It could be for legacy. It could be for a lot of things that to your point, we either act like we can't be beat, or we just don't want to work hard enough to keep getting there.
Facts.
So I think that's really important, just when you just talk about life. And nowadays, whatever we're overcoming, we have to have those attributes.
Right. That's real talk. That's how I live. Like, you're a blessing to me. People in your life gives you strength. Like I said about Chris, I say that about you. I say, my lady right here. I say that to my daughters. People give me strength, so I find ways to find strength, and I keep it moving. And that's what in life of basketball. That's what it was to me. I wanted to get better. I wanted to get to the next level, and God blessed me. And work, same thing. Whatever you're fighting in work, keep striving. Keep striving.
So how do, because I had a comment on one of my other shows, and somebody was like, I needed this show. I need this show, Taryn, because people do have strength. So how do you find strength? You mentioned your girlfriend, your wife, and
daughters, my brother, my mom, my dad up in heaven, people I grew up with, people I met in my life. I don't, like Chris, I know you laughing right now, but I love everybody. Chris always on me about everybody don't like you. He's right, but I get it.
Everybody does like you.
I love you, Joe. Yeah, nah, but I get it though. That's real life though. What he says is always real, but I just take it people I meet like you. You're a perfect example, and you're strength to me. And I'm your husband, strength to me.
Thank you.
And everybody, how I live, and it's just what it is for me. Like, for instance, I don't want to switch gears, but my MS, I have MS. So inside of my fight in MS, I'm not quitting because my family ain't letting me quit. Nobody.
Right.
Eat right, everything right. With C, my dad, rest in peace. He's laughing right now, but but I mean, C is C. C does C, and it's
I mean, I think like you just said that, but I mean, you haven't. To me, it's like you mark your own words. You just keep going. You know what I mean? You don't even look around. You're just like whatever.
That's real talk.
And you mention it and keep it pushing. I think that's admirable, right? Because you had a choice even when you got that diagnosis. You had a choice, right? You could have said.
I would keep it clean, but the middle fingers were up. I would just say that.
Yeah, they were, but I mean, but you kept it moving. You know what I mean?
I did.
Put your middle fingers up, as you said, and kept it moving.
I did. No, real talk. My Q Sci-Fi, my Mega Sci-Fi put strength in me. It's just so many angles of life that bless me, and I appreciate it, like the basketball and everything. I appreciated when it was real live, but after it was taken away from me, I learned to appreciate it more and everything around me, not just basketball, life. And I learned to stay strong and stay positive. And however it comes, but how I meet you, if I meet you, we cool, that's what we are.
Right.
If you want beef, it is what it is. But I'm saying, as far as I'm concerned, we cool. And wherever we go, if you carry me. But at the same time, I just meet people, give love, get love.
Somebody said, drinking your water, it's salsa? Said drinking.
My daughter? Is that my daughter? Unless I can't see her comment.
It's something about drinking your water. So maybe you must drink your water.
if it's Alyssa.
Okay.
My family tells me to drink water every day and stuff. That's the C, B, and C, what he don't do right.
That's a good advice. Drink water.
Alyssa, I love you. Alyssa, I can't see.
I mean, I just think that's so cool. Like, just like I said, you had a choice there. And, that's how I felt kind of like when I was diagnosed with cancer. I kind of put my middle fingers up and, that's it. I did shed a few tears for a second. And then my husband and I said, we're about to do this. And that's how it went. And there was no choice. And I think that, that's very, she said, love you too. So that's very, admirable of you. So
yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, but yeah, you were speaking real words. That's what I want to be. I just want everybody to know God gave us this situation, but we're not quitting. I mean, I'm going to fight. I'm going to find love, and everywhere I move, that's the person I am. I mean, I understand people don't get along and everything, but that's not C. If you mean C and you got beef, what was it? Because I don't have no problem with you. It is what it is. You are who you are. Do you? Somebody said Reverend C. Hold on, who said
Reverend C loves everybody.
Chris.
Chris.
He called me Reverend Ike. Hey, he called me Reverend IT. He says I save everybody.
Chris, we love you too. Chris, we love you too.
Yeah, so but I just go ahead.
No, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, inside of my fight, it's just the strength. If I know you and I see you, I see strength. Ain't nothing bringing me down. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't bring me down off of my friendship. If I mess with you, I mess with you. So if I see you, it's always gonna be love. It ain't gonna be on them. What the hell? It's gonna be on what's up. You know, now that this virus, you can't hug nobody no more. But it always be love with me.
Yeah.
It always be what's up with me. It always be, you know, that's what I am. But I understand, you know, like my big bro Chris. I understand, but you know, it is what it is.
But I think that is, you know, that is just being able to do that and put those whatevers aside. You know what I mean? That happen. That is strength too, right? Because there's lots of times you don't want to. I read this devotion, and one of the things it's talking about now is forgiveness, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't want to always forgive, right? We always want to, like you said, just have beef. If you have beef with me like 20 years ago, you know, don't hold on to it, you know, because I didn't. But I think that's strength, you know, like nowadays it's like there's so much going on in the world. I mean, we both, you know, you live outside of DC. I live in Chicago now, and you know, our cities can be crazy, right? Mm. But to be able to forgive, and like you said, like if you have beef with me, what was it? You know, like I don't know what it was. I think that's strength, and plus I also think that the stuff that's happened to you in your life teaches you that, you know.
Facts.
Like again, when you got a diagnosis, you could care less about beef you had with somebody. Like, like that's the last thing. Last thing. That's how I feel. And I'm just living, you know. Yeah, I think that's important. And I think that a lot of people kind of, you know, we hold on to stuff a lot, too much. So we got about, let's see, what time is it? We got about 3 minutes. That was quick. I know, right? We got about 3 minutes. Your final thoughts for everybody, C. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts is, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that gives me strength in my life. Without y'all, who knows? I love everybody. You know I do. And I just want you to know that we fight on and we ain't quitting. You know, live your life, have fun, love is love, and keep doing what you do. That's how I see it, you know. Rude to my Q-Star 5 brothers in here, you know what I'm saying.
Tita said a champion, you know, Tita said a champion.
Tita, what's up, Tita?
Yeah. I said a champion is defined not by their wins, but how they can recover when they fall.
T, you know I love you, great mom.
Right, isn't she the best?
Yeah, she is, man. I'm on here thanks to Hank, Kyrie. You know what it is. Yeah. Bridge building. We're together because of T in its own way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, and I find those blessings and keep moving.
That's very true. We are here because of her. Her mom, she and my mom are best friends.
Oh, wow. She's special to me always. Brenda, Sissy, Mike, Berryville, strong to me. It's nothing but love for me in Berryville. Winchester, same thing. Front Row, born and raised. So, you know, it's all love for me in the whole world, basically. Like my birthday cookout, everybody comes from everywhere to show me love, and it's just been blessing on blessing on blessings. So
I know I'm totally going to have to come back there for it. So for those who don't know, I didn't say this in the beginning, but for those who don't know, so C's been talking about Winchester, Berryville, Front Royal, the triangle. So he's from Front Royal. See, you're from Front Royal. I'm from Winchester. And we had another guest on here, Dwayne. You guys know him as Dwayne from the show. Hank is from Berryville. So, and Kyrie, who we've been talking about on this show, is from Berryville. So we have the triangle covered. So C is like a hometown way back for me. We did meet, but it's like we've been way back at the same time.
Way back.
So I just appreciate some hometown love. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate your love. Appreciate your love for real.
And Kyrie and Tita and all you guys that are on from the Winchester Front Royal area. I appreciate it. We are about time. See, we're going to have to bring you back for sure. Everybody's saying love you, love you, love you.
Oh, really? All right. I love you, everybody. I love you, everybody. Thank you. AT, thank you for this.
No, thank you.
Keep doing what you do. I'm somebody you blessed. All right.
You as well. Thank you very much. I'll definitely be in touch with you, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you again.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next week, next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye-bye.